and after that I worked here for PC World for 3 years. I came here for higher studies in University. Actually my plan is for IT solutions company, which I see is that my experience from PC World, I found out the weakness they have, so I have an idea that can be turned up to a business. 7 Sense IT Solutions Limited, with the motto of we will fulfill all your IT needs, targeting personal customers and the business customers. The mission is bring the new technology and providing high quality services to personal customers and the business customers. That's what targeting is as a mission. And vision, we are offering job opportunities for the fresh graduates from the universities to help the local community and the economic development. And the target is like becoming the UK's the largest IT firm within the next 15 years, and becoming the world's largest IT firm in the next 35 years. It's a big picture, but hard work need to be done on it. Actually, we got departments on IT as sales department, and research and marketing department, learning and development department, customer services and operations, and engineering and technical. Mainly for the first 3 months, sales and the marketing departments like more into the ground to make the sales and the market researches and stuff, and market the product as much as possible. And actually we taking the fresh graduates from the university who haven't got any experience. So we investing a big lump sum money in learning and development, that we can provide them the courses, the professional courses hands-on, that they can get trained and they can provide the high quality services to our customers. Customer service department will work with like 2 or 3 people, like handling customer calls, and if they want they can transfer the calls to the technical department. And engineering department is mainly for, like, we offer services for like 10 employees, up to 10 employees businesses, small businesses, and 50 employees as well. So if it's 10 employees businesses or 50 employee businesses, like if you want to bring an architecture, network architecture, then you have the engineering department who can work on the architecture of network, and technical department who can implement it. And operations department will work on taxes and accountancies and HR and stuff. Our services, actually, my background is networking, so I'm mainly focusing on networking side and computer repairs and stuff, and rest of it is going to be outsourced. IT consultancy for small businesses, and implementing, that's the second point, is a very important point, work from home. That's a new trend at the market, and people, they love to work from home, but the new technology is more than enough for them to have a communication between the office and the work from home policies. And computer repairs, IT provides IT product sales, and network management, server management, and database management, and cloud computing. That's a new trend as well. It's in the market at the moment. Data recovery solutions, and software development. We do software development as well. I'll come to that on the later stage. 24 hours remote IT support. Data backup solutions, CCTV installations, voice over IP solutions, which is most of the companies they do, but we do in a different way that we can get the customers in. Web designing and development. There are some potential customers over here as well. Okay. And e-commerce services that they can, like, that's also the same thing, that I got a potential customer over here who is trying to market his products on website on e-commerce. And advertisement creations, graphic designing, and internet marketing consultancy and virus removals. And mainly that we target market research that we did. We actually focusing on Wrexham and Chester area. As market research that I did, is only few IT firms operating in Wrexham and Chester area. One thing, and none of them they are providing like 24-hour service. Second benefit, and only some of them they are providing remote support. And very few of them they are supporting for Linux and Unix and Mac. And as for the market research I made, like there are more than 500 potential customers out there, business customers, that we can target on. It's a hard work needed, but I'm confident that I can make it. Marketing strategy. We allow our customers to write reviews on our website, and we market our website as much as possible. So the new customers, they come in, most of them they go to see the reviews. If the reviews are positive, then it's more likely the new customers will get the business contract with us. So that's our main target. And we would promote on Facebook and Twitter pages. And discounts will be offered for clients' referrals. If there's someone refer some other customers for us, they will get discounted price for certain time period. And huge marketing campaigns on charity events. I do believe on that 100%, because like if you putting some money on charity events, that will catch the customers' view than like advertising on TVs or radios or something like that. That's good. A good example for that. Olympics, Tata from India, who sponsored the whole Indian team, and that news was published all over newspapers. And you don't need to like spend the money and advertise in the newspapers. He did the charity thing. All newspapers will be covered over there. So that's kind of a marketing strategy that I'm planning on. And AdWords in Google for iPhone application that we're planning to we're planning for 2 applications on App Store and Android markets. One is the live. Live wallpapers. I'll go back to those slides as well. Live wallpapers that we start targeting on the 5th month, that you can see from the cash flow that I gave you. Is live wallpapers is already there in the market on app stores, but we are trying to develop something very new, which, like for example, Thames River with Tower Bridge, and it's a live boats and everything passing through, that kind of a thing. So it's like you have a wallpaper in your phone with that kind of a live moving wallpaper, which is, I would say, it's wonderful, and it's 129 best price as well, competitive price. And we're looking at somewhere around 20,000 to 35,000 on following 3 months on sales on that. And we would market that particular product on Google. I'm going back to the and unique selling points. We offer a variety of services which other customers they don't offer, like mainly PC World know-how. The service that they offer is not 24 hours, and we have to take the products to the PC World. They don't come out. So we go to the customer places, business centers, business offices, and we do service for them. And we are much cheaper than hiring IT professional to a business. For example, if you hire IT professional to a business, at least you're looking somewhere around 30,000 to 40,000 pounds a year that you have to pay for that IT professional. We got highly qualified IT professional services. But for our expenses, we charge. I just go for the costing or the pricing actually. We're charging £400 a month for 10 hours labor, plus remote support free of charge, unlimited. So mainly the 10 hours labor is more than enough. Here's the one. We are offering £397, £400 roughly. The contract IT service package include 10 labor hours and unlimited remote support. Mainly with the remote support you can solve 80% of the problems, that we don't need to go to the site to solve other issues. We give another 10 labor hours. If they have any problem, then we can go into the store and solve other problems. £400 a month into 12 months, which is less than £5,000. Than paying up IT professional, 30 to 40,000 pounds, this is worth it. It's much cheaper in the market when you compare it. And every additional hours will be charged at 60 pounds. We do offer other services like web designing and etc. software developments and stuff. There'll be most of them outsourced because I don't have that much knowledge of web designing and stuff. All contracts are monthly basis. If the customers they want them to cancel it, they can give 1 month notice and cancel it off. We we believe in our service, quality of the service. So we don't want to like tied up for a contract for the customers. That if they want to leave, they can leave with 1 month notice. Personal customers, we do charge £30 per visit. This will include labor charges and any parts they have to pay extra. And no fix, no fee policies will be applied as well. So if we can't fix it, the customer have not to pay anything on that case. But mainly, like for example, if the computer broke down, we'll take the computer into our store. We go there, we charge £30, take the computer in the store, and if it cannot be repaired, then there's a high potential the customer will buy the computer from us. So we don't want to lose the customer. We have some kind of market strategy to get the money in on that case. In business, we are mainly focusing on sales and marketing for first 3 months. So you can see that the sales on very low. Mainly we are targeting on targeting to get the customers and marketing campaigns. Our target is to sign up contracts at least 150 business clients within the first year. That's a huge target, but we believe that we can make it with our team that we got. And we are planning to launch Apple Store application in the 5th month. Live wallpaper that I spoke about before, with selling price at £129 and forecasting a revenue of £20,000 to £35,000 within the following 3 months of launching. And plan to launch a second application in the month 9, bus timekeeper in North Wales and North West England areas. The buses, in the application of your phone, you can check the bus times. If you're at a bus stand, with the GPS, you can locate your place of a bus stand. And you can go there, and the application shows you the bus times. Which bus goes to where, and what time is the next bus is. That application, and we're expecting a revenue of £50,000 on following 3 months of it, within the 12 months time period, first 1 year time period. Learning and development, that's the main area that we have invested money a lot. Is actually we are taking the fresh graduates from the university who haven't got experience. So we have to train them before they go into the business market. So we putting as much as money that we can to buy equipments and put a premises with a lab that we can train them on Cisco routers and servers and stuff, that they can go and provide the quality service to the valuable clients. Normally we expect the new employee will be perfect worker, business as usual on 3rd year. Working towards mastery. Cash flow will give a better picture of the financial projection that we are projecting. We are expecting somewhere around pre-tax profit, somewhere £150,000 in the first year. It's a huge amount, but we believe that we can make it with the planning and stuff that we got. I believe this business plan will create a fortune, and I am flexible to make amendments in the business plan in future according to the changes in business trend, which is going to be after 5 years there will be new trends coming in. So according to that we will change our plans. And that's another thing that I will talk about. That's actually a good business plan, but huge investment involved in it. So at the moment we can't go ahead up to that level. is actually speed. Like if you're driving on a motorway, the speed cameras will be there to keep your speed limits down. And that's a system that can be done with the navigation. Your vehicle number and the navigation's EMI number or MAC address can be merged in a database. There's a condition for this system that all the vehicles in the country need to have a GPS. So if they have a GPS, they can take the EMI number of the GPS and the vehicle number plate and merge on it and put it on a database, and we can track the vehicle completely. So if the vehicle goes more than 80 miles per hour or national speed limits, there's a warning will go to the driver as well that you go over speeding. Next thing is the police who is monitoring the area, they can identify as well the vehicle is over speeding, and that will beep up in the system. But very huge investment in that particular project. But we're planning to, like, if it's successful, if we have enough money to provide that, we're planning to do it on Singapore first, small area. So after that, we might try to get it over here in UK market as well. In benefits of it, like for example, all the vehicles, like the graphical picture, the screen, the police officer will be sitting in front of it. You can see all the vehicles moving, and some red lights, who over speeding, or whoever going uneven, like they are changing the lanes very frequently. They can note as well, and they can identify the numbers of the vehicle, which vehicle is going in this particular behavior. So that kind of system, which is, I think, in future, that's a very good potential that can be implemented with the government and make a lot of money out of it. That is, we are making it on Singapore because of it's a very small country, so we can test it over there first, than taking it to a large market like this. The condition is that all the vehicles need to be changed into GPS, fixed GPS. They can't change the GPS every time. So the EMI number and the vehicle number is going to be on a database that's be linked with the police network. That's for the future project actually. That's it. Any questions?
Please. There's a lot to go at, isn't there? I was interested in your idea of charging a monthly fee because businesses like monthly fees. I thought that was quite good. But would that be graduated to the number of PCs in the business?
It's actually, we would recommend up to 10 employees on the business. We would not recommend for go up to 10 hours per month. That would do.
Right.
But
what about the businesses? If you look at the businesses that would be attracted to your proposition, it might be the businesses with just 2 or 3 people. I mean, that's the market that is most likely to want backup support and won't have a more formal arrangement. I just wondered if that would be a market you would be...
If it's like less than 3 employees, we would recommend, like, we are flexible. We can go up to 5 hours contracted.
Yeah.
Than giving 10 hours labor contracted for $3.99. We give it for $1.99 with 5 hour labors. Yeah. So we don't want to lose the business.
Oh no. And they're the people that would, if you go back to your PC World experience, PC World almost lease you machines now, don't they? They will sell you a machine, but you pay it on HP or however you pay it. You pay a certain amount every month, and then in 3 years they'll swap the machine for something else. Is that part of your plan?
That is not a part of our plan at the moment because it's a huge investment involved in it.
Yeah.
So we can't afford to go on to that plan at the moment. But actually, they lease the computer. You can get the computer from PC World if you want. But we will provide you the servers. They're going to run on the servers. That now everything is moving to the cloud systems. Yeah. So they have to maintain the servers. So maintain the servers and database servers and stuff, we can maintain it.
But could you not take a percentage from PC World? If your customers are leasing, if you've got 100 customers each wanting 3 machines, and you go to PC World and say, this is my customer base, how much if we lease machines through you, will you not get a percentage of that?
That's a good idea. Yeah, that we will think of.
Yeah.
That's a good idea after.
Right.
Getting be happy to get the contracts with PC World or any other companies, which is like these are huge giants at the moment. We can get the contracts with them and we can refer our customers to them and with a commission basis.
Wow.
Yeah, there's lots to go on there. It's and the numbers get quite big quite quickly in terms of what you're trying to achieve and the market you're trying to. I guess it does take time to, if you're basing a lot of it on referrals, and those referrals reviews will drip in unless you sort of force them, but they'll take time to come through. But once they do, and if that's how you're going to try and build your business, as well as the other bits, the charity bits, which obviously give they give the image that it's a business doing well if they can afford to sponsor charitable events, things like that. So that's quite pretty good. It's very ambitious. Yeah, the capital equipment that you've got equipment and machinery of about 7,000. Is that? It sounds as though I can just imagine needing an awful lot of machinery to service what you're going to do.
It's actually that we need 2 computers to run the remote access, which is less than £1,000.
Okay.
And the rest, this £5,000 is going to be mainly for the learning and development department. We're going to buy the Cisco switches and computers that we're going to have their own network inside.
Yeah.
Then they can get trained over there. For example, if a query that being received from the customer, before they go step into the customer's premises, they can train in.
Right.
Because those guys, all of them are new, fresh graduates.
Yes. Yeah.
So I want them to be trained before getting in. The main thing is there are so many graduates finding really hard to get jobs.
Yes.
Because if you go for job markets, they'll ask for experience. Most of them are asking for experience.
You're actually going to spend the time to train them without the experience and train them in the way.
The training period will be not included in their hours.
Yes, yeah.
The lab is 24 hours.
Right.
They can come and get trained anytime they want.
So they're using your facility to train up and get experience in what you're doing, so then they can be a valuable employee for you, I guess. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. You've got about, say, 190,000 in wages by the end of the first 12 months, 187,000. How many employees is that then?
It's actually first 3 months we'll be mainly focusing on sales guys and marketing guys.
Okay.
So after that only, first 3 months I'll be working for a company as a network consultant.
Yeah.
And after that we are planning to get the technical guys in, technical guys and engineers. Hopefully somewhere on the 12th month, we roughly around we'll be having 15 employees.
Right, okay.
10 to 15 employees.
Okay.
And out of it,
Sorry, no, they won't be, there'll still be some sales guys as well within that.
Yeah, mainly we'll be having sales guys, at least 5 people will be sales and marketing.
Right, okay. Okay. I was quite interested with the £400, £399 a month, up to 10 employees. Yeah, there's probably a thing we'll say, well, if we've only got 3 employees, is it worth it? But I think the unlimited remote access,
Support, yeah.
that's pretty good. I mean, we as a firm we outsource our IT, but they kind of give us credits. So they'll say, we'll pay so much a month, and they'll give us so many credits to say, well, 1 credit is 10 piece or whatever else it is, which kind of works out the same, but we have a limit on how much remote access there is. So unlimited remote, somebody could wipe you clean just by not being very literate with computers, I guess, but I guess that weighs up in terms of other people that pay £400 and don't even ring you up to say there's a problem.
Yeah, it's actually the technical issues. Is normally if it's on remote access support, it's going to be for one customer is maximum 10 minutes.
Right.
It's not going to be more than that. If it's more than that, it's something to do with the hardware.
Right.
So we have to, someone had to step into the premises to sort that issue out.
That you get out. So it's just a case of just saying, yeah, okay, it's just to let you know what the problem is more than and seeing whether you can solve it from distance. Otherwise, it's a call out to and a charge.
They can call us for the remote support. We'll try our best to sort it out remotely. If can't, then one of us has to go in to the premises to sort the issue out.
So you're still, just in terms of your market, you're looking at North Wrexham, North Wales, Chester area. So you're looking at local business.
We're actually looking at local business.
Yes.
But we will expand it, like Telford, any other places. We'll take the people from local.
Sure.
We'll recruit the people from local. We're not going to send Wrexham guys to Telford to work there.
Sure, yeah.
We recruit the guys from there and we'll build the business over there. Like we expand like on basis.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's lots of different income generators there, really, and ideas that you've got. So, it sounds very promising until you actually sort of get going. You never know, but it's a good one. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. You said initially it's going to be yourself for the first couple of months, 2 or 3 months, did you say?
It's actually me and there's another two guys will be working on sales and marketing.
Ah, right. Okay.
So I'll be working on sales as well.
Yes, but
So first 3 months,
yeah,
sales and technical.
Yeah.
And after that, I'll be mainly more focusing on technical side.
fine, yeah. Because I suppose where I'm coming from is how many of you will be sort of out, if you've got a few contracts coming on board and you're needing to go out and see people. I just wondered how many people you envisage to be out on the roads visiting the clients.
It's actually on the transport, as you can see, like we're spending money on transport because we are leasing the vehicles.
Right.
That
was my next question. I was going to say, you're right. Okay.
They're leasing the vehicles. Like I just checked the price. It's somewhere around 100 to 150 pounds. You can get a good vehicle.
Right. Yeah.
So we lease the vehicle,
Yeah.
and we have to spend some money on fuel.
Sure.
Other than that, we can lease the vehicle and the guy who can go and work in and come out.
Fine. Yeah. Because you've got about over 24,000 on transport. So I was just wondering where that's coming from. But if you've got a few teams out, a few vehicles.
As I say, field engineering, that we have to have the vehicles with us to go into the customer premises and work on.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. And what, if this is me not being very IT, I'm afraid, but the live wallpaper and the bus timekeeper, they sound fascinating to me. I mean, are those, because how do those link in with your core business? They seemed a bit on an aside, if you see what I mean.
It's actually we having a guy for software development.
Right, okay.
But that person going to be idle
Right.
if he didn't get any software development deals.
Right.
Mainly the thing is at the moment, market, software development, everything is outsourced to India or Sri Lanka or Bangladesh because its labor is very cheap. So having a software development guy over here is going to be idle. So we're planning to utilize him for development of that particular software.
And get some another
Get
income stream.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that's a good income as well, like 20 to 35,000 pounds within 3 months. That's a good income. So just why won't we try on that?
Pretty good. Yeah, great. That's lovely. Thank you.
Great. How do you say the name? Boovie?
So Booby, yeah.
Boovie. Boovie Gates, I think, in the future. First of all, I love the way you're thinking big, and I like that organisational structure at the beginning, because you're already thinking about what your business will be like in 12 months, not what it's like now. And at the moment, you are pretty much all of those individuals within that departmental structure. And I read a book recently, and I've been trying to remember which one it was, that said that's a really good model for a startup business, to put yourself in as managing director, finance director, marketing director, and then you can tick off all those people as you grow. But very good. And I love the model of the Learning and Development Centre and taking on the fresh graduates, because they won't come with any baggage from other companies. So many people take on people from other firms, and they're used to doing things in their way, so that's very positive. My biggest fear is how you're going to differentiate yourself and how you're going to compete with the people who are already out there. I know a number of firms offering this service at the moment.
Yeah.
I know a number of firms offering a tiered approach to a monthly payment for outsourcing IT. And I also know that they're struggling and that they're looking for diversification into other areas to supplement their businesses at the moment, because it is a very competitive market. So I do have a little bit of a fear there in how you're going to market yourself, whether you've got specific target customers or sectors that you're going to try and create some niches in, or are you just going to have a scattergun approach and approach everyone on Wrexham Industrial Estate? Have you thought about that?
We're going to approach all the small businesses in Wrexham and Chester areas and promote our stuff, promote our products.
So how will you convince them either to move from their existing supplier,
Yeah.
or to actually take on a supplier if they've not thought of outsourcing or thought of having a maintenance contract before? How will you differentiate yourself?
Yeah, if the customer, if a business client who has employed IT professional, he had to pay 30 to 40,000 pounds a year. But for us, if they outsource that IT work, they only end up somewhere around 5,000 pounds. So which is much worth it for them. Like they're saving somewhere around 25,000 to 30,000 a year. So that's the main key selling point on that basis. And competitors, we are competitive on the price with them. I just checked on the prices with other competitors over here. And we are cheaper. Next thing is we're offering more services, 24 hours.
Yeah.
And mainly the next thing is most of the companies, they're not offering for Linux or Unix servers, but we are doing those ones as well. Because some companies, they are still with Unix and Linux because it's free. So, and for those ones, we have to have the technical persons to support them. But most of the companies, they haven't got that kind of
I
idea.
like the fact that you're going to offer Mac service as well.
Yeah.
Apple Mac. So there's an immediate niche market for you there. Yes, you know I like my Apple stuff. I've got 7 Macs in my office. But I forgot what I was going to say now. But you've got some immediate niche markets that you could hit, maybe on a wider geographical area there, in graphic design companies, in printing companies, who will predominantly have Macs and who struggle to find somebody to support their Mac networks and things. So you could launch the Mac service on a wider geographical area immediately.
Yeah.
That's something that I've thought of. But target yourself as specialists for the design industry and for the print industry, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because so few people offer the Mac service. Yes, the apps were a bit of a disparate, another revenue stream. I thought probably the live wallpapers would generate more money than the bus timetables, but interesting stuff. But what intrigued me as well, you're thinking of totally diverse areas like the speed control in Singapore and things like that.
That
Are you
idea
going to
was
set that up as a separate business, or I was reading the
it's
cash flow
actually
when
a
you
separate
started talking
business.
about
Actually,
it.
that's a separate business. But that idea was there in my mind more than 2-3 years before. When I came to I was on electrical electronics engineering in the university. So we had to do the final year project. So this idea was in my mind as well, but it's a huge money was going to be invested in.
Have you developed that at all yet?
Sorry?
Have you started to develop that at all yet?
No, not yet. Not
Have
yet.
you got a partner on the vehicle tracking, the GPS side of things? Yes?
Not yet. We haven't started with that at all yet. But we have the idea, but we have checked, I have done the research, which is possible.
Have you heard of a company called Quartix? They're the UK market leader in vehicle tracking.
Okay.
And they've already started partnering with insurance companies, some of the major insurance names in the UK. If you'd like a contact there, one of their directors is a friend of mine, and he might be very interested in working with you to develop that idea, because they have the technology to put the boxes in all the cars. So let me know if you'd like a contact there.
Yes,
But overall, great.
Thank you very much.